Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. Big college football slate today, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 23.1K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. All kinds of great promos and profit boosts for today, guys. Be sure to take advantage of those. And yeah, we'll hop in here. First matchup, we got Louisville versus Stanford. Louisville opening up as a 20.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 57.5. Louisville coming into this matchup 6-3. Stanford 2-7. Louisville coming off a big Clemson win. Stanford, they're on a 6-game losing streak, coming off a 59-28 loss against NC State. That's been rough for Stanford against good teams. They've been getting destroyed this season. So it's been brutal for them. Louisville 4-1 on the road. Stanford 1-13 at home. I just don't have too much confidence in Stanford. You look at their losses, they've been getting blown out by any team that's decent. Give me Louisville minus 20.5 on money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Clemson versus Pittsburgh. Clemson opening up as a 12-point road favorite with the over-under at 52.5. Clemson coming into this matchup 6-2. The Panthers 7-2. Clemson. Yeah, coming off a big Virginia Tech win. Nice bounce back after they had that Louisville loss. Pitt. Clemson's actually 7-2, not 6-2. Pitt, yeah, 2-game losing streak. Lost to Virginia. They had a great start of the season, but man, that SMU game I think really messed them up, and they just don't look good at all here. The quarterback play has been pretty bad these last 2 games. Clemson 8-1 against the ACC. Yeah, just the last 2 games, man. Losing to Virginia, that's a low because Virginia is not very good. I like Clemson here. I just don't trust Pittsburgh. They've looked absolutely horrible. Give me the Tigers minus 12 in money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Ohio State versus Northwestern. Ohio State opening up as a 28.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 44.5. Ohio State coming into this matchup 8-1. Northwestern 4-5. Ohio State coming off a 45-0 win against Purdue. I mean, man, shutting out Purdue like that. Got a nice 3-game winning streak. I think it's going to be very tough for Northwestern here. Yeah, not in love with Northwestern. Ohio State 10-0 against Northwestern. 7-3 covering against Northwestern, where they've been dominant here. Yeah, go ahead, give me the Buckeyes minus 28.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got Texas versus Arkansas. Texas opening up as a 12.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 57.5. Texas coming off back-to-back wins here, coming off a big Florida win, 49-17. Arkansas, they're coming off a 63-31 loss against Ole Miss. Just absolutely got destroyed. Yeah, don't really love Arkansas today. I mean, they got beat down last game. I'd say the confidence is pretty low in Arkansas. Texas 9-0 on the road. Texas just all around dominant team. Can't trust Arkansas after giving up that many points. Texas is going to score a lot of points here against a bad D. I'll take Texas minus 12.5 in money line on the road. Next matchup, we got Tulane versus Navy. Tulane opening up as a 7-point road favorite with the over-under at 50. Yeah, good matchup here. You got a good Tulane team who's hot right now. Tulane on a 7-game win streak. They're playing very good right now. Navy, had those 2 losses against Rice and Notre Dame. Coming off a big USF win. But Tulane, I mean, man, they put up a lot of points. Navy does too, but in the last 3 weeks, not the most points we've seen from them. But yeah, Tulane's on fire here. 14-1 on the road. 6-1 covering the spread. I'm liking Tulane. I honestly didn't know they were really streaking this far or playing this well. So I like Tulane. I mean, this is an offense that's been scoring like 30 plus 40, 50 points a game. I mean, this team puts up a lot of points here. Gonna buy a half a point. Give me Tulane minus 6.5 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Utah versus Colorado. Colorado opening up as a 13.5 point home favorite with the over under at 43.5. Utah coming into this matchup 4-4. Colorado 6-2. Actually, I think they're 7-2. All the records are just off for some reason. Yeah, they're 7-2. The records on this side I'm looking at, all of them are off, so I'm just not going to say those anymore. Utah on a 5-game losing streak, coming off a game-winning loss against BYU, or a game-losing loss. Yeah, the offense for Utah has been brutal. I mean, they've scored 10, 19, 7, 14, 21. They play good D, though. They hold their opponents to not that many points. Got Colorado, who's coming off a big Texas Tech win. They score a lot of points. So this one will be interesting here. Yeah, crazy for Utah. They're on like their 4th quarterback. It's just been brutal for Utah with the quarterback play. They're 7-0 against Colorado, 6-2 covering against Colorado. The tides have turned here. Colorado's the better team this year by a landslide. I just don't trust Utah here. I just don't know if they're going to be able to keep up points wise. I think Colorado just has that momentum, keeps everything going. Give me Colorado minus 13.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we've got Mercer versus Alabama. I don't even know if I can even. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There's not even really info on this game here. Bama opening up as a 41.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 57.5. Yeah, not much to say about Mercer getting paid to be here. Bama, they're coming off a crazy LSU win, 42-13. I mean, it's been insane for Bama. And then they came off a 34-0 win against Missouri. They're coming off back-to-back dominating games. They're 10-0 at home. Yeah, this is a game you beat Mercer by 50 and you call it a day, move on to next week, and that's what's going to happen. Give me Bama minus the points at home. Next matchup, we got Boston College versus SMU. SMU opening up as an 18-point home favorite with the over-under at 54. Boston College coming into this matchup 4-4. SMU 8-1. Boston College. Actually, they're 5-4. I keep saying the records. The records are messed up. They're coming off a Syracuse win. They got the whole thing going on with Boston College. Thomas Castellanos got benched. Now he's trying to transfer. Pretty much, he's a crybaby. I mean, that's crazy. He gets benched and he's going to just leave the program. He wasn't even really that good. I mean, he was a decent running quarterback, but really couldn't throw. So I don't know who's going to really want him, to be honest. SMU, they got all the momentum. 6-game winning streak, coming off a big Pitt win, a dominating Pitt win. Yeah, the vibes are just great for SMU here. 12-1 at home. They've been dominant. Don't know what this new quarterback's going to look like for Boston College. Give me SMU minus 18 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got LSU versus Florida. LSU opening up as a 3.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 56. LSU coming off a bad Bama loss. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Yeah, 42-13 loss at home. That was just a disappointing game from LSU. Florida, they're coming off a 49-17 loss against Texas. Lost against Georgia. Been a rough 2-game stretch from Florida. LSU 5-0 against Florida. 4-0-1 covering against Florida, where they've been really good here. And yeah, I just don't trust Florida. The quarterback play has been horrible for Florida. Yeah, I just don't love it. I think it's a great bounce back spot for LSU. A lot more on the line for LSU than Florida. Their season, I mean, they're not doing anything this season. Give me LSU minus. I want to buy a point. Give me LSU minus 2.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got Penn State versus Purdue. Penn State opening up as a 29.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 51. Penn State, they're coming off a big Washington win, 35-6. Purdue, yeah, It's bad for Purdue. They're coming off a 45-0 loss against Ohio State. They've only won one game. They won their first game, and then they've lost their last 8. It's been brutal. Against the good teams, they've been getting destroyed. Oregon beat them 35-0. Wisconsin 52-6. This is a bad Purdue team here. Penn State 10-0 against Purdue. 5-0 on the road against Purdue. I just don't trust Purdue to put up many points, which they've been struggling to do all season. Give me Penn State minus 29.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got Virginia versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame opening up as a 22-point home favorite with the over-under at 51.5. Virginia coming into this matchup are coming off a big Pitt win, 24-19, ending their 3-game losing streak they were on. And yeah, Notre Dame, they're just hot right now. 3, 4, 5. They're on a 7-game winning streak, coming off a 52-3 win against FSU. And the defense, look at the defense. They've given up 3, 14, 13, 7 in the last 4 games here. 24, 3, 7, 16. I mean, the defense has been dominant. 7-1 at home. 5-0 against the ACC. 5-0 covering the spread. Yeah, I just expect another dominating win. This defense has been amazing for them. Give me Notre Dame minus 22 at home today. Next matchup, we got Missouri versus South Carolina. South Carolina opening up as a 13.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 41.5. Missouri coming into this matchup 6-2. South Carolina 5-3. Missouri coming off an Oklahoma win, 30-23. South Carolina, they're on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a 28-7 win against Vanderbilt. Yeah, Missouri, no Brady Cook. Yeah, so they're missing a lot of people here. The quarterback play has been very bad without Cook. I mean, it's been horrible. That's why the line is the way it is. South Carolina 12-5 at home, 7-1 covering the spread. I've just seen this Missouri offense. They just cannot really move the ball for a lot of drives go nowhere with this Missouri team. Yeah, give me South Carolina minus 13.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got Arizona State versus Kansas State. Kansas State opening up as a 7.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 51.5. Arizona State coming off a UCF win, 35-31. Kansas State, they're coming off a bad Houston loss, 24-19. Arizona State. Yeah, Kansas State 11-1 at home. They play good at home here, so they do have the advantage there. 4-1 against the Big 12. This one's tough, Arizona State. I mean, they've had a great year. They've played very well, and I don't know. You got Kansas State coming off just a letdown spot for Kansas State. This is a sneaky spot for Arizona State, who's playing well. Give me Arizona State plus 7.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got Boise State versus San Jose State. Boise State opening up as a 14.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 61.5. Boise State, they're on a 7-game winning streak, coming off a 7-point Nevada win. San Jose State coming off a big Oregon State win. Boise State 14-1 against San Jose State, 6-1 on the road against San Jose State here. Yeah, I'm liking Boise State. I mean, Ashton Jennings gonna run all over him. Gonna buy a point. Love this Boise State offense today. Give me Boise State minus 13.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got Tennessee versus Georgia. Georgia opening up as a 9-point home favorite with the over-under at 47. Tennessee coming into this matchup, coming off a 4-game winning streak, coming off a Mississippi State win. Finally getting 30-plus points, which they haven't done it's been over like a month or so since they've gotten 30 points. Georgia, they're coming off a bad Ole Miss loss, 28-10. Just disappointing loss from Georgia. Tennessee, 0-7 against Georgia. 0-5 covering against Georgia. They have not been good against Georgia. 1-7 on the road against Georgia here. It's been bad for Tennessee against Georgia, but Georgia, hasn't played that good this season. Had the tough 2 losses here. But Georgia 20-0 at home. This is where they dominate, is at home here. 7-1 at home against Tennessee. You know, a big game. Is Tennessee going to be able to show up here? That's the big question. And we know what Georgia's capable of, especially at home. I like a big Georgia bounce back here. I'm just worried Tennessee's not going to put up, they hang around 20-ish points here. I just don't know if that's going to be enough. I think Georgia has a huge day at home. Give me Georgia -9 and money line. Next matchup, we got New Mexico State versus Texas A&M. A&M opening up as a 39.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 54. New Mexico State, they're on a 2-game losing streak coming off a Western Kentucky loss. Been a bad season for them. A&M, they're coming off a bad South Carolina loss. Yeah, disappointing game from A&M. I expect them to bounce back. New Mexico State 1-19 against the SEC. A&M 12-2 at home. Yeah, this is a game where A&M gets back on track, dominates New Mexico State. We'll take A&M minus the points at home. Next matchup, we got Washington State versus New Mexico. Washington State opening up as an 11-point road favorite with the over-under at 71.5. Washington State having a great season so far. They're on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a big Utah State win. New Mexico coming off a San Diego State win 21-16. Washington State 6-1 against the Mountain West. 8-1 in their last 9. 8-3 covering the spread here. Really loving Wazoo. I mean, they're playing good football here. Yeah, give me Washington State -11 and money line on the road. In the last matchup, we got Kansas versus BYU. BYU opening up as a 2.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 57.5. Kansas coming into this matchup 2-6. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say the records because I know they're wrong. Kansas, they're coming off a big Iowa State win, 45-36. Their biggest win by far this season. And BYU, undefeated, coming off a game-winning field goal against Utah. Kansas 5-14 against the Big 12. 3-6 covering the spread. BYU 9-2 at home. 9-2 covering the spread. I mean, I gotta ride BYU. They've been such a moneymaker this season here. And yeah, we're riding this win streak here. You know, if they can still go undefeated. Yeah, really liking Kansas. I'm sorry, really liking BYU at home. Maybe the Cougars -2.5 and money line in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.